Hello, 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 and welcome back. My name is Sir Jaust, and today we're covering the Fortnite live stream that happened yesterday with Rooster Teeth. So I was really excited going into it, like super pumped. I was like, yes, more gameplay. We're going to learn things. You know, maybe they're going to give out codes, stuff like that. I didn't learn all that much. They didn't give out any codes, and these guys were really bad. So overall, I left with like feeling really salty. However, got a new trailer out of it. If you guys want to see the unedited full live stream, I'll throw that in the description as well as the trailer. Throw those both in the description. So you can go see them for yourself. I would highly advise watching that trailer if you haven't, because it is, oh, it's so good. First off, I want to thank each and every one of you guys. Seriously, my channel has like exploded in my terms since I started doing this Fortnite stuff, and a lot of you guys have decided you want to stick around and join me on this journey, which means a whole lot to me. So thank you so much for doing that. I'm not going to get super bogged down here with the feels, but no, the feels are coming. Let's get into this video. I recorded the whole thing, but it was about a 40-minute video. So I was like, no. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to split it up kind of into groups, right? So the trailer, I'm going to break down the trailer tomorrow. Because there was a lot happening in the trailer and enough to actually make a decent sized video. And I know you guys might be thinking like, it was just a trailer, but just you wait. I got some ideas and hypothesize this thoughts. So starting off, you have Donald Mustard, who's like the worldwide creative director for Epic Games. He oversees everything. And Darren Sugg, he's the creative director for Fortnite. They come onto the stage, kind of talk to this guy Jack for a little while. And then Gus, James, and Adam come out, all to play Fortnite. At this point, I was so pumped. I was super excited. I'm like, yeah, they're gonna play a game. And then they jump into the game, and it's very, very evident they don't really know what they're doing. They go around and start collecting items really quick, which is fine. Collect items. And then they start taking out these encampments, which, as you can see on the right-hand side, there's a bounty, not a bounty, like a quest, I guess, for killing these encampments. And if you were playing alone or with your group, definitely get all the encampments, save all the survivors. But they're like showing off a game, and considering how, they just could have done it so much better. For example, if I was playing, I would have used maybe wood, right? Wood building materials to create small structures, so I wouldn't have to run and gun. As you can see, they're running and gunning almost the entire time up until they build their first fort, which is at the objective, almost 3/4 of the way through the video. And this game is called Fortnite. It's not run and gun night. So that's how I imagine you should use materials. You don't want to build like metal and stuff outside of the main area, because metal's really hard to come by, and it takes a while to build. Fun fact, little things I learned. So the quality of the material determines how long it takes to build. So obviously when you're in that waiting period right before starting a mission, you have time to put metal things down and upgrade these metal things. But in the middle of a firefight, everybody's coming to bombard you. You don't have time to do that. So maybe, you know, stone is better to put up, or even wood if it's not an item directly being assaulted. Same with like encampments. If you're out in the wild and you're like, oh shit, there's going to be a lot of guys coming in, maybe build like a stone base and then a wood top that you could shoot down from. Make it a lot easier. These guys died over 20 times. Not even kidding you, 20 times they died. So obviously they're not doing the game right. And these are just kind of my suggestions for anybody who's watching to not have a start like them, because dying a whole fuck ton is not fun. People are going to run into the game and be like, this is so hard. No, if you play it right, I imagine it's going to be pretty easy, and you're going to have to bump like the enemy's levels up, play the harder places before you're ready in order to get that challenge once you start playing the game right. And nobody's going to play the game right for a while. That's just kind of the way the game is, how it is so far. Nobody has time to sit in there and practice, but once everybody's comfortable, I think it's going to be easier than it looks. So I'm just going to kind of buzz through some of these facts, right? I'll throw up some pictures here. This is kind of what, this is new to me. If it's not new to you, I apologize. So the map, when you start off, kind of looks like this here on the left, and towards the end it kind of looks like this on the right. As you run around kind of the fog of war, it disappears and you're able to see objectives, know exactly where you're going, stuff like that. And I think I love that personally because I'm a completionist. I want to go in and literally do everything before I leave, so that's gonna be my jam. Another quick little fact. So half of the party, half of this group, was going into their inventory to craft new ammo. Some of the commanders, like the people who got the beta key prior to the release, like a week or two ago, they were also going into their inventory to reload, and everybody was like, "This is dumb." And Epic Games was like, "Yeah, that is dumb. Hold down reload." So everybody did that, and they crafted ammo for the weapon they have equipped. So when you guys jump into the game and you need ammo for the weapon that's in your hands, you are equipped with that weapon, hold down the reload button. In my case, I'm going to be on PC, so that's going to be R. Automatically, it will craft rounds, like 20, 30, 50, depending on the size of the magazine, for that weapon. Something to keep in mind. Okay, so this is just real quick and kind of like something that's easily fixed. I just thought I should note it. Multiple times in the game, there were these really crappy camera angles. So, for example, they'd be running backwards, shooting at something, and then they run into an object, and the camera goes into their chest, and it messes everything up. It looks really funky. For a game that's been in development for 5 years, they probably should have seen that, but it's something that happened multiple times, so I know it's not just like a small fluke. I think it's an actual process, like it's an issue with their cameras. Something I just thought I'd point out. Okay, so here we have this mysterious portal, which I'm really excited about. They kind of just breezed through it. Once you got close to it, it sucked the life from you. So I'm wondering if there's some sort of way to, if that's just like a quest in the waiting. Does that make quest in the making or something? I don't know what it is. I'm really excited to get in and find out what that portal is. Just thought it's something you guys would want to see. Also, this really cool, ominous looking blaster guy. I don't know what his name is. I didn't even cover him in my last video because they didn't talk about him, but this guy shoots ray beams from his face. Target number 1. He owns, okay? Make sure you guys get him. I just want to touch on this part again because I see it a lot in a lot of the gameplays I've watched, is people don't know what material they're building prior to building something. And it's really just my pet peeve. But I mean, you'll have like metal wall, stone wall, metal wall, wooden wall, because people are dumb. Make sure you know what you're building. For example, something that's going to see heavy damage from enemies probably should be metal, level 3. Remember, there's wood, stone, and metal. Each one has a leveling progression up to level 3, which only the constructor can get at. So everybody should do their part to upgrade, and then at the very end, constructor should run through and upgrade everything he can or she can in order to have the absolute best defense. If you do it right, nothing should break. And if it does, hey, just quickly repair it, be on your way. But I mean, these guys' entire base was under attack and just being destroyed left and right. So to avoid that happening to you guys, listen to my tips. Another thing I noticed is their base design was traps everywhere, absolutely everywhere. And at the time as they're making it, I was like, holy shit, like these are rare traps. Or not rare traps, I just hadn't seen them a whole lot, and when I did, they owned. So I was like, they're gonna do great. And I quickly learned that that's not the case. So if you guys are very trap oriented, and I am, I want to make a base entirely of traps. You never shoot to win the game. Like, no time do you shoot, but you still killed a lot of enemies with your traps. And the way people are gonna need to do that is by funneling them through walls. And as you guys can see here, it's just a screenshot. Once you put the blue glow into the van, the game on the mini map up at the top right will show you where they're going to be coming from. So you can kind of coordinate what you're doing with that. Don't ignore that. You guys can beef up the left side, and if you're not watching, it's going to come from, you know, the right side, or south and north, east and west, stuff like that. There was a huge emphasis by Darren, the game dev, on predetermined roles. So, I mean, obviously you can, if you're good enough at a shooter, you can really just wing it. But if you really want to knock out these achievements, get the most out of your experience, you need to have predetermined roles. And what I mean by that is you have like the constructor building, the, what's his name? Outlander collecting materials, the ninja, same thing, collecting materials, and the soldier, collecting materials or building, and vice versa. But make sure the Outlander is collecting the materials, just because he's the most efficient at it. And then once the battle starts, you want to have somebody sniping, you want to have somebody laying down assault, you want to have somebody repairing and defending structures, probably the constructor. And then like the ninja should be the only one outside of the walls, because he has such high mobility. He can do that. He can run away, he can get away. But he's very good up close, hand-to-hand combat type of style. So running into that was a rough sketch of a plan, right? But basically just having any sort of plan prior to starting a battle will help you out tenfold. Don't ignore that. Oh, another thing I noticed, and I'll show the clip up right here. It's really kind of quick, but the Smasher doesn't actually target the van. He busts through everything, and it seems like his AI is supposed to destroy structures, which makes sense. But they would have been dead, hardcore, if that thing had gotten close to the van and actually smashed the van. So maybe that's something they're going to be changing. Again, there's a reason they're going into this beta period for almost a year, is to hash out all of these little things prior to making this game a free-to-play game. Oh, another thing. So these Huskies, the big fat guys, holy DPS and tankiness. They're insane, right? You're watching them through this entire gameplay just chunking people. Absolutely chunking. I'm talking destroying a shield in one hit, and I don't know if I'm missing some sort of elemental thing or a level difference or what. I don't know why they're doing so much damage, but just more reason to maybe build a fort. Just saying. Oh, and then the monsters despawn at the end of the round. Cool. Personally, I think that they should not do that. I feel like you can just kind of like bide your time. Like once 20 seconds hits, you kind of just sit back and you're like, all right, now we just count down the timer. I think you should have to kill the remaining husks. That's just my opinion. If you guys have a differing opinion, I want to hear it in the comments. Do you guys like the fact that they despawn right at 0-0? So I just thought this was a pretty cool addition into the game. You can dance and you can, what did he call it? Whack, ride the pony. I don't know why he said whack. He was trying to be hip with the lingo, I guess, or something. But he basically, if you type in ride the pony, they'll do like that little Gundam style thing, which I thought was a pretty cool little addition. So the entire time during this live stream, I was kind of raging just a wee bit because they weren't doing what they were supposed to be doing. They were just kind of running around. They were ignoring the advice given to them, and not even like politely ignoring. They were straight up saying like, oh, cool, and then not doing it, which I think is like incredibly disrespectful. But anyway, I just thought it was funny how what was his name? I can't remember his name. Gus said this.
I destroyed everyone in combat, FYI. I destroyed everyone in building, and I destroyed everyone in utility. What were you guys doing?
Watching you destroy us?
I
for most of it.
I got the high score in everything.
So this is kind of an interesting one. They have Commander XP. And if you guys don't know, Commanders are basically the folks that got that exclusive access to the game. And they had like large YouTube audiences. That's why they got the exclusive access. And what it was a marketing technique that was very good. But I don't know what this Commander's XP is, because obviously that benefits that, but I don't know how. Maybe it's like a leveling system. Like I don't know, if you guys played Clash of Clans, if you level up your clan, you get more abilities. I know that right now, whoever pre-orders the game under a certain commander will boost your in-game items when you join. So maybe it's something like that. I don't know, but I thought that was pretty cool that they did that. Last but not least, we're going to jump into some loot openings. As you can see, there's 3 different boxes here. Because of the one I'm getting, I'm going to be getting a fuck ton of these boxes. And I was wondering if you guys wanted to see a video strictly on those box openings, because there's going to be a lot of them. So in the comments, definitely tell me what you guys want to see. I don't know. Oh, I'll go a lot slower than him, by the way. That was ridiculously fast. Because I want to see what I'm getting. All right, well, I think I covered everything kind of in a nutshell. Again, I said I was going to make more videos on the specifics, for example, like the trailer, various things that I saw in there. However, If you guys are subscribers and you kind of miss some of my older content, I am going to be putting out some more videos of non-Fortnite content. I went on like a Fortnite spree because there was all this new information pouring in. But between now and 11 days from now, I don't imagine a whole lot is going to be coming out. So I want to kind of show off what I enjoy doing is like along with Fortnite to everybody who was nice enough to sit here and subscribe, because yeah, it'll be fun. Just a quick reminder about the giveaway. I'm going to be giving away two standard edition pre-release thingies. All you have to do is subscribe, and then on the 15th I'm going to be releasing my Discord server. Just join that Discord server. It'll be great. I'm going to make a video basically explaining everything in there. So if you have questions, definitely leave them in the comments, and I'll be sure to address those in the video. But yeah, I think that's it. Hopefully I didn't forget anything. I may have, but that's okay. I'll be sad if I did. But thank you guys so much for watching. Seriously, really do appreciate your support. And hey, until next time.